Let's solve some questions on one variable equations. So now let's take a look at this. This one says use the right order of operation to find the answer. And don't forget, whenever we're talking about the order of operation, multiplication and division always come before addition and subtraction. So whenever multiplication and division appear, or whenever multiplication, these ones appear in the same question, you must multiply or divide before you add or subtract. So for this one, we have 15 plus 6 minus 50 minus 13. So we solve from left to right. If multiplication and division appear together, you solve from left to right. So 15 plus 6 gives 21, and 21 minus 13, that gives 8. So for this one, that will be 12 times 3. 12 times 3 gives what? That's 36. Then 36 minus 10 gives 26. So for this number 3 now, do not add before you multiply. Because addition shows first, that does not mean you should add first. You must multiply before you add. So that this will become 21 plus 32 times 2. 32 times 2 will be 64. And 21 plus 64, that will be 85. So same thing applies here. You must multiply first. So that means we'll be having 2, we keep the plus, 2 times 5 is 10, then minus 7. Then you can add, this gives 12 minus 7, and that will be 5. So do the same thing for the remaining questions. Divide or multiply before you add or subtract. So let's move to the next one. This one says the model represents an equation. Based on the model, what is the value of x? Let's take a look at this. You can see that this scale is balanced. So that means what we have on the left side is equal to what we have on the right side. So now let's count how many x do we have on the left side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives 5x, then plus how many ones do we have? We have 2 ones. So that will be 5x plus 2. And it must be equal to how many x do we have here? 3x. So 3x plus how many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3x plus 6. So now we have to solve this equation. So now we have to move. Now let's collect like terms by moving 3x to the other side, and then by taking 2 to the other side to meet 6. So this will become 5x. When 3x crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative. So that will be negative 3x, and that will be equal to 6 is still here. We keep 6, and when we move 2 from here to the other side, it becomes negative 2. So 5x minus 3x gives 2x, and 6 minus 4 gives 4. Then we can divide both by 2 rather, so that this will be x. 4 divided by 2 gives 2. So that means x is equal to 2, and that is option B. So that is option B, and that is how to solve one linear equations. So now let's move to the next one. So now you will solve this using the same method I used first. For the first question, but take note that these boxes are negative x, and they are not x like the other one. So this means negative x plus negative x plus negative x. This would be negative 3x. So this will be negative 3x plus 4 equals, this will be negative 2x plus 1. Negative 3x plus 4 equals negative 2x plus 1. So now I have solved it for you. At least I have tried. I have simplified it. So now solve further, collect like terms, and then choose the correct answer. What is the value of x? So now to the next one. Jessica baked 72 cookies and sold x cookies. Jessica baked 72. Out of 72, she sold x. That will be 72 minus x. We don't know the number she sold, so we'll be subtracting it from 72. Max baked 36 cookies and sold half as many cookies as Jessica did. How many cookies did Jessica sell if they each had the same number of cookies left over? So that means what Jessica has left over is equal to what Max had left over. Now let's find the equation for Max. Max baked 36 cookies. He baked 36 cookies and sold, that will be minus half as many cookies as Jessica did. So Jessica sold X cookies. Now, Max sold half of what Jessica sold. So that means Max sold half of X. Let's take it again. Jessica baked 72 cookies and sold X cookies. So we subtract X from 72. Now, Max baked 36 cookies, this is 36 cookies, and sold half as many cookies as Jessica did. So Jessica sold X cookies and now Max sold half of what Jessica sold. So that will be half of X. So how many cookies did Jessica sell if they each had the same number of cookies left over? So we have to find X. So now let's just collect the like terms. Let's collect the like terms because this one is having fraction in it. So I will try and solve it. Let's first try by let's bring 36 here. Let's take it one step at a time. So if 36 comes here, it becomes minus. So that will be 72 minus 36. Then we still have minus X. Let's leave it. Let's take it one step at a time. Then minus half X. So now the numbers are together. We need to take X to the other side. So let's bring X here. So 72 minus 36 will give 36. So this will now be equal to, when X comes here, it becomes positive. So this will now be X minus half X. And this is the same thing as saying 1 minus half. And that will give half. So that means we have 36 is equal to half X. So if 36 is equal to half X, we need to eliminate this half. So how do we eliminate it? We can only eliminate it by multiplying both sides by 2. So if we multiply this one by 2 and we multiply this one by 2, this 2 we cancel this half. So that means X will be equal to 2 times 36. X will be equal to 2 times 36 and that will be 72. If you do not understand it, please um move it back and play it again for a better understanding. So now let's see the next question. Two student groups went to an amusement park on the same day. Group 1 bought 9 tickets, Group 1 bought 9 tickets and received a $120 discount. Mind you, when you receive a discount, that means the money you're paying is less. So you will subtract how much you paid from, you subtract the discount from how much you paid. So that means group 1 paid 9 tickets minus 120. And group 2 bought 3 tickets, that will be 3 tickets and received a discount of $30. That will be 3t minus 30. Both groups spent the same total amount of money on tickets. The price of each ticket was the same. What was the total cost of each ticket? Now, what was the cost of each ticket? Now we have to find the cost of T. We have to find T. So that means 90, since it says they are the same. So 90 minus 120 will be equal to 3t minus 30. Now, I believe we can solve it further. So solve it further from here and choose the correct answer. So now let's move to the next one. Two customers spent the same total amount of money at a restaurant. The first customer bought 8 hot wings and left a $4 tip. This one will be plus because after buying 8 hot wings, he paid an extra $4 as tip. Now, the second customer bought 10 hot wings and left $2 this. Both customers paid the same amount. That means this one, the amount the first customer paid is equal to the amount the second customer paid. And the second customer paid 10 hot wings and left 2.80. So how much does one hot wing cost? So you have to find the value of H. You have to find the value of H in dollars. That is when you get your, in dollars and cents, when you get your answer, you must leave your answer in this format. So let's move to the next question. This one says a college has 2 classrooms of students. Classroom A had 70 students. Classroom B had 30 students. Classroom A sent groups of 4 students to classroom B until both classrooms had the same number of students. The equation shown can be used to find the number of groups that classroom A sent to classroom B. So each classroom had the same number of students. How many groups did classroom A send to classroom B? They've written out the equation for you, so you just need to find the value of x. Now let's move to the next one. This one says the side lengths in yards of a triangle and a square are shown in the diagram. The perimeter of the triangle is equal to the perimeter of the square. What is the value of x? What is the perimeter of a triangle? The perimeter of a triangle means you will add all the three sides together. Let me call it three let's say length plus breadth plus height. That is the perimeter of a triangle. Now the perimeter of a square is 4L. That is, you add all the four sides together. So, and the sides are always equal. So what this is saying is that we have to add 2x plus, let's open bracket, 4x minus 2, then plus 2 brackets x plus 7. This is the perimeter of the triangle. 2x, this is 2x, this is 4x minus 2, and this is 2 brackets x plus 7 equals, this one is 2.5x. So that means we will have 4 times, so this one will be 4 times, this will be 4 times, sorry, my pen. So this one will be 4. Oh. So this one will be 4 times 2.5x. So that's 2.5x. Now we have to simplify one after the other. Let's first multiply 2.5. This is 2.5. Oh, it's not 25. So 2.5 times 4, that will give 10. 2.5 times 4 is 10. So let's now simplify this other side. 2x plus 2x, this will be 2x plus, this will be 4x minus 2, then plus, we open this bracket, 2 times x, that will be 2x, 2 times 7, that will be 14. So we add the x's and we add the numbers. This is 2x plus 4x, that will be 6x. 6x plus 2x, that will be 8x. Then 14 minus 2, that will be plus 12 equals, sorry, I omitted x here, equals 10x. Now we can collect the like terms. Let's bring 8x here so that we'll have 12 equals 10x minus 8x. So that means 2x is equal to 12. If 2x is equal to 12, we divide both sides by 2 and x will be equal to 6. So H is the correct option. X is equal to 6. So now you should solve this last one yourself. The equation has been written out. What value of x makes this equation true? Solve this yourself, and I will see you in the next video.